You so much for tuning in, liking, and sharing. This is Dr. Canyon live. Come on in. Come on in. Let me see you hop on in and like, share, and tag. Like, share, and tag. This is Dr. Tanda Canyon. Please like, share, and tag and tell everybody Dr. Canyon is live and on the air. Blessings to you. Listen, I want to just take a few moments with you. It's been a minute since I have been on, but I've got something I want to share with you. Like, and share, tag, and whatever you need to do to tell everybody Dr. Canyon is on the air. You might not watch me now, but you could possibly catch me later, which is still just as good and as fine that you can catch me later. But I got a few things I just want to share with you. Make sure you put those alerts on and follow me, and make sure your friends and buddies and families follow Dr. Tanda Canyon. Blessings to you, and thank you so much for tuning in with me. Okay, I just want to, first of all, this is Mother's Day week, and I'm hoping that you are posturing yourself to celebrate your mother in any capacity that you possibly can. It is very important. It's a very important week, not just today, but every day should be Mother's Day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, and tag. I want to see you interacting with me for just a moment. But again, it's been a minute since I've been on, but hey, I'm glad to have a moment with you. Please like, share, and tag. Listen, let me tell you what I want to talk to you about. I'm not going to really quote a lot of scriptures because a lot of you that follow me already know the scripture. You already understand the importance of honoring and loving and caring and valuing your mother. I want to talk just a few minutes about that because I think it is very important that you understand the ramifications and the importance of who a mother is, and many times, well, why she is in your life. First of all, there is no way to get here without a mama. You got to have a mama in order to even have life. The fact that your mother carried you for 9 months in her body, and those of you that have had a baby understand what it takes to have a baby. I'm not going to talk about the the phases that your body goes to and go through in order to have a child because that would really take all night. Please like, share, and tag this. But the fact that your mother literally made a choice to keep you and get you here, it is very, very important. I'm not sure how you necessarily got here, meaning that whether you was a mistake or whether um, it was something your mother really didn't plan, but you ended up here anyway. That is reason enough before we get to the other stuff to love, value, and appreciate your mother. Now, a lot of people can have a baby, but everybody is not a mother. I am clear about that. Some of you weren't raised by your biological mother. Please like, share, and tag this. But nonetheless, you have a mother. I want to remind you that life is not perfect. It never will be, whether your mom, everything you thought she should be or not. Everything is not going to ever be perfect in your life. So get that out of your head, get that out of your system. Pastor Canyon is not minimizing the pain of what you've gone through with your mother. Some of you all have a great relationship with your mother. That is absolutely stunning. It is wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. I'm proud of that for you. Glad you have that. That's such a blessing. When you have your parents, that your mama, and you close to your mother, please like, share, and tag this. What a blessing that is. Even after you become an adult and you still have that relationship with your mother, that is stunning. That is wonderful. That is something to be cherished. It is something of value and importance, and that is absolutely great. But then there are some that do not have good relationships with your mothers. I fully get that too. Whatever the reason is, it could be because she's broken in a way. It could be that you're broken in a way. I'm not saying that your mother don't have faults. I don't know a person alive. Thank you for liking and joining me, and thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. But let me tell you one thing, whether it's broken or not, if you can, try to mend the fence with your mother. If you can, try to mend the fence with your mother. I realize sometimes it is not possible. Sometimes people go separate ways. I don't know what the reason is, but there is a divine connection between you and your mother that can never be eradicated. Whether y'all have talked to each other in years or not, there is a divine connection. But let me just help you understand one or two things that I think if you get this right, I think you'll be okay. First of all, God didn't tell you to honor your mother if she does everything right. I'm going to sit that right there for a minute because I know you probably don't want to receive that. Please like, share, and tag. I think that everybody should watch The Imitation of Life, that movie, The Imitations of Life, and it might give you another perspective. But let me just say this here. God didn't tell you that if she did everything right, you should honor her, because God knew that she would not do everything right. I don't know a mama alive, no matter how it looks on social media, no matter how much of these people post, there is no perfect mother. And believe you me, there are no perfect children. I wish I can get at least one amen on that. There isn't, you're not perfect. You're just not. Please like, share, and tag. And neither is your mama. But when you understand the value of a mother, when you understand that there was no way for you to get here without a mother, you're going to stop holding her to the degree that you are holding her, even if you don't have a good relationship with her. I want you to ask God to heal every broken part that's in you that your mother could not fulfill. And sometimes it's just not going to happen. It really isn't. I wish I can get some more amens on that. Please like, share, and tag this. Somebody needs this. Even if you don't, if you can't reconcile, still honor, still value, still love, and still appreciate. What do I appreciate, Pastor? How do I love her if she's not lovable, if she don't like me, if she said this to me, if she's done this to me, if she abandoned me and all these things? God didn't tell you to put any conditions on her. Just like God didn't give us any conditions on our children. We have to love our children, the good, bad, and the ugly. And a lot of it is really ugly. It is not all pretty with the children. But God told us to love anyway. And we have to do it even when you don't want to. How do I value a mother who I don't value? She's in the streets. She's left us. She left me. She abandoned me. You got a lot of reasons, and a lot of your reasons are legitimate and they are authentic. Y'all ought to please like, share, and tag this. But you ought to value the fact that you couldn't have gotten here without her. Well, Pastor, I didn't ask to come. No, you did not. But the reason you are here is because God ordained that you should be here. God has a purpose for your life. There's a lot of mothers who tried to have children and they miscarried or they aborted or whatever the reason. They died at childbirth. But you are here because God has a purpose for your life. And he had a purpose and a reason for bringing you through the mama that he brought you through. So again, God didn't tell you to, if things are perfect with you and your mom, to value her or to love and honor her. God simply said honor. And I know you want to get off the hook on that, but we're living in a day and time where there's so much dishonor of mothers. And until you do that, certain things cannot happen for you. I'm talking good, whether you receive this or not. If this ain't for you, click on off. But if you want to get the blessings of God and the favor of God upon you, do what is right, even when the situation is wrong. So love her, value her, and appreciate her. Appreciate her for what, Pastor? She never did anything for me. I just told you. It's no secret formula. I'm not going to quote a lot of scriptures at you. I've already given it to you. God says to honor. That was one of his first commandments. I wonder why he put that there. Because your mama is so important. Your mama means just that much to God. And your mama should mean just that much to you. When you can stand toe to toe and read your mother and talk ugly to your mother, and there's no conviction with you, something is terribly wrong with that. You got to understand that there are certain lines you don't cross with your mother. I'm not just saying it because I am one, but I am saying it because I am one. And I'm saying it because I've had to do it. Am I talking good? Y'all, please like, share, and tag this. Your mother have issues on her own. Maybe she don't have the bandwidth, the capacity, the wherewithal to give you what you need. But God will see to it that you get everything that you need in this life. But I think you ought to love, value, and appreciate her from where she is. Now, does that mean that you have to be all up on her if y'all don't have that connection? No, you don't. And she might feel the same way about you. But let me tell you something. And I'm not going to stay a long time with this. But let me tell you something. And I just want to talk to you today. I don't even want to preach at you. Please like, share, and tag this. We're just having a conversation. A mama is a hard place to be. Can I get some witness? People, see, you don't really understand that if you don't have children. And then some of you got small children. All I want to tell you is just keep living. And those of you that don't have children, if you look around at your extended family and see the crisis that a lot of these parents are in with these children, it will help you better understand how important a role of a mother is. Let me tell you some of the things a mother is. A mother is a real ride or die. Somebody ought to say that. A real ride or die. She don't just talk the talk. I'm talking about a real mama. She walk the walk. A real mother will go to lengths and breadths for her children, even when they don't do right by her. A real mother will give you a kidney if you needed one. That's what a real mother is. A real mother will come to the prison when nobody else won't come. A real mother will stay up all night long. A real mother will make a sacrifice that nobody else will for you. Everybody else may turn their back on you, but not a real mama. She might not even like you, not for real, because you don't like your kids all the time. I didn't say you didn't love them, because there's no way you not love a piece of you, something that came out of you. There's no way not to love your kids, even when you don't like them. And some kids are not likable because you're too nasty. You're too disrespectful. And that doesn't mean because the mama is distant from you and ain't saying nothing to you, that doesn't mean she's scared of you. I know I'm not scared of none of my kids. I don't fear what I had. But could it be that your mom is distant from you because you're just so nasty to her? You don't know how to honor her, don't know how to treat her. Do you not know your mama want the same thing you want? Is to be loved, valued, and appreciated and cared for? Am I talking good? Some of your parents are getting old and you don't even see the struggle that they have. But a real mama can look at one of her kids and tell that they sick. But isn't it sad how you can look at your mama and you can't even tell that she don't feel good? A real mother will see her child sick. She's not going to keep going. A real mother going to get her child some love and care and some help wherever she needs to get it. Am I talking good? Somebody say Pastor's really talking good. Y'all like, share, and tag this if you don't mind, please. Some of you are going to see this later, but that's okay too. I haven't been on in a while. I've had a whole lot of things that the Lord has had me doing, and this hadn't been necessarily one of them. But if please like, share, and tag and follow me, because I'm still doing a lot of things for the kingdom. But I want to be a voice in this hour to bring sobriety to this generation that have no honor for parents. And I know you said, well, okay, you provoke your kids to wrath and all this kind of care. Y'all get these scriptures and try to run with it and misquote the scriptures. I didn't say your parents should abuse you, but the Bible says for you to honor. I'm talking to you today. We'll deal with that another day. That's not where I'm going right now. I'm trying to get you to where you need to be. Parents don't always do it right, but God still told you to honor. He told you to respect. He told you to treat your parents good, despite what she does. Some of your parents are alcoholics. Some of your mamas are alcoholics. Have you ever probed into what made her that way? Did you ever look into her childhood and consider what she has gone through? Could it be that she don't know how to love you because she's never gotten it? And could it be that she tried to give it to you and you didn't want it? Now you asking for what you distance yourself from. Some of you are ashamed of your parents. Some of you, I don't mean no harm, and we're not talking about daddies right now because this is Mama's week. Some of your daddies weren't there, and your mama was raised you by herself. Some of your daddies was present and they were still absent, but your mama made sure you had whatever you needed. And a part of loving is giving. You said, well, she gave me stuff, but she didn't talk to me. Can I ask you, what else do you want? How could she talk to you when she's working like a convict trying to make sure you're taken care of? You can't have it all. Maybe she had to get this and couldn't give you that. And so you have to find that someplace else, but she did give you what she gave you. Appreciate that. May I ask you, what have you given back in return? Have you sown a seed into her? You honor the school teachers, you honor this person, you honor that person, but do you honor your mama? Do you respect your mama? Well, Pastor, I have to respect my mama at a distance. That's a cop-out because you don't know how to honor. What you need to do is pray and ask the Lord, how do I love, value, and honor my mama? Y'all like, share, and tag this because you know Pastor Canyon is telling you the truth. Some of you make excuses for not loving your mother because you don't want the relationship you want with your mom. When you say you want a relationship with your mom, you want to be equal to your mother or on your mother's level. That should never be. I didn't say not to be friends with your mother, especially when you get older. That it ought to turn into friendship. But there should still be a line that there's still mama here. You say all manner of things before your mom. You curse like a sailor in front of your mother. You smoke, you drink in front of your mother, but you don't have no honor. Something is wrong with that, especially if you got a godly mother who has standards and stand for something. It ought to bother you and convict you that you do certain things. You bring your liquor in front of your mother. You smoke your weed in front of your mother. Well, I'm grown. Yes, but you getting older, but she's that much older than you. I know I'm talking good. Please like, share, and tag this because I think that something needs to happen in the earth to restore the honor and love and respect that you should have for your mother. How do you cuss your mom out? How do you fight your mother? Because she fought me, Pastor. Remove yourself if that's what you need to do. But you don't want to do that, sugar. I didn't say your mama didn't have some major issues. I didn't say she was right about everything, but God still told you to honor her. Pastor, you wrong for that. Okay, what you need to do is click off. I'm not talking to you, but I'm trying to get the folks who really want to get in right standing with God. You don't say anything to your mama. You don't clap back. How do you clap back at what birthed you? I'm trying to figure that out. Please tell me, how do you clap back at somebody who birthed you? You need to restore that honor. You don't make excuses on Mother's Week. Did your mama make an excuse for you? Some of you were in the streets. Your mama stood up for your children. Your mama take care of your kids and have taken care of you. And every Mother's Day, you have an invalid excuse. Well, mama ain't got it. Did she tell you that? There were days when you come in, you needed stuff for school, whatever. Some of y'all are grown. You old as Methuselah. And your mama still she don't come up short for you. And it's not that she's trying to call the roll as to what she done, but you don't seem to remember what she has done. Well, I don't want her to do that for me because she gonna bring it up. Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? She bringing it up because you seem to have forgotten how much she has done for you. You grown, you out on your own. When you call your mama, she show up. And you have a nerve to get mad when she asks you to do right by her. Some of y'all, you got babysitters. You'll pay the babysitter, but you won't pay your mama. You think she ought to just do it because that's your mother. That's not fair. That means you got more honor for the daycare than you do for your own mama. Some of you got families and your mother still step in for you. But every Mother's Day, you got an invalid excuse. Like Sharon Taggart, mama ain't got it. Yes, you do. You find a way. She found a way to make it happen for you. You were involved in things in school, even now. Got you out of jail, wherever you are. Some of you had babies and all this type of stuff. Your mama stepped in, was right there. But you never honored her. You never loved, valued, and appreciated her in a way that means something to her. Well, I done thanked her. Okay, thank her again. Let her know how much you appreciate, not just Mother's Day, but every day. Where would you be without your mother? Some of you were put out in the streets, but your mama found a way for you not to be in the streets. You got to love her the way she has loved you. It's your time to reciprocate. You don't have an excuse. Well, we got a lot going on over here. Well, you don't remember your mother, but your mama always remembered you. You remember what's in your household. You take care of your kids, but you don't do right by your mother. You buy for your kids, but you don't do that for your mama. You don't think your mother have needs? Even if she don't ask you, she shouldn't have to ask you. Y'all don't like sharing this, like this right here. Baby, she shouldn't have to ask you because you didn't have to ask her. You didn't have to ask her to take you to the doctor. You didn't have to ask her to provide meals and clothes and shelter for you. When she couldn't buy you shoes, she bought for you. When she couldn't buy herself, she bought for you. She shouldn't have to ask you, even if you don't think she needs it. Yes, she does. She needs the same thing you need to be loved, valued, and appreciated. You got invalid excuses. And then when you give it, you act like you don't want to do it. Or you go pick up something that doesn't mean no value. But you do it for the street buddies. You do it for your bestie. You do it for your own children, and you should. But she did it for you. That's why she taught you how to love her the way she loved you. Am I talking good? Let me tell you this. There are ways for you to celebrate your mother if you don't have money. It ain't about money. It's about love, value, and appreciating your mother. She don't necessarily, she might not need your mom. She wants you to make it. She don't want you to fail. Your mom, a real mom is not going to take from her children just so you can do it for her. But what she's saying to you is you knew this day was coming last year. And you take care of everything else, but you don't include her. There are ways you can celebrate your mother that is non-financial. But don't forget that too, because she needs money like you do. She needs money because you might have to borrow some. And if you do borrow from her, why don't you think you need to pay her back? You pay back your credit card. You pay back your bank. They don't love you and don't even know you. They will ruin your credit. But your mother, you come right back and get it back some kind of way. There is a difference between a friend and a mama. But what the problem is, the reason you got so much hate in your heart against your mother is because you don't understand how to honor and value her. But when you start to do that, you're going to turn off all that unforgiveness and all that hatred you got towards her. It doesn't need to be no more conversations. Because if you got a complaint list against your mother, you better take that to God. Because you shouldn't stand toe to toe with your mama and give her a laundry list of what she didn't do right. What you do is you take her mistakes and let's see what your report card is going to be with your kids. Because I hate to tell you, you are not all of that in a bag of chips. You're going to find out all the errors you made. And guess what you're going to say? Well, I did the best I could. Well, if that's your answer, why can't it be your mother's answer when she did the best that she could? You see, y'all don't like this kind of preacher, but this is the kind of preacher Dr. Canyon is. You can go on to somebody else's page, but when you come over here, I'm going to tell you the naked truth, uncut, because this is going to be your way of getting blessed. Some of you owe your mama's apology. She ain't did nothing to you that you hadn't did to her. Well, she owe me one too. See, that's what I'm saying. You want to put tick for tack because you don't understand that you is not on your mama's level. And that doesn't mean that she's somehow something up there but next to God. That's not it. But she's your voice of God in the earth, because your mama can see what you cannot see. Your mama paved the way that you are currently walking on. If you learn how to value that, even if she made mistakes, she's going to teach you how not to make it, because a good mother don't want her kids to make a mistake she made. If I didn't do good, you be a better parent than me. If your mama's in the streets, she don't want you to come out there. I know it's some exceptions to the rule. I know it's some parents that turn their children out. I know it's some parents that sell their kids for drugs. That's not a parent. But I'm talking about these mamas who do the best they can for you, and you still crow up at your mother. Something is wrong with you, and God is going to deal with that. Going to deal with you on that. I don't receive that, Pastor. You don't have to receive it. It's going to receive you. Because whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. God told you to honor your mama. So there are ways that you don't have to have money to celebrate your mother. You can celebrate your mother. You don't come up with no excuse this year. You and all your kids that she helped see about. You can get your mama, go to the whole family mama is coming to your house to clean up for Mother's Day. All we want you to do is stay in the bed. We're going to come over your house and cook your groceries. Huh? You said, well, Pastor, I ain't got no money about her. You go cook her groceries. She probably got some. You can do a favor. Go clean up the house. Did that cost you anything? Nothing but time. But some of y'all don't even have time for your mother. You always in a hurry. You act like she contagious. Do you think that make her feel good? No, but she's learned to live without you. But I tell you what, and I'm going to turn the corner in just a moment. Let me talk about these other ways you can do for your mother. You can go prepare a meal for her. You can wash her car. What does that cost you and your kids? What does that cost you? Mama, I'm going to run your errands for you. Probably in her car, because you're going to say you don't have no gas. But you got gas to go to the clubs. You got gas to go to work, because it's important and it's a priority. But you don't never have time for her. You're always in a hurry. You brush her off. You act like she's not important. Okay, make her important. Take her to her church. Go to church with her. Do that cost you anything? I don't go to church, Pastor. Go that Sunday. Go that Sunday. Take her to brunch. You, Pastor, I ain't got no brunch money. You got McDonald's money because you stop by every day. You go to Chick-fil-A. Your mother just want to see that you value her. Find something that's important to her. Go outside and cut some flowers out your yard, or cut some out of hers. Make her a bouquet. Let her know how much you love her. Write her a letter. Do something special that she enjoys. Mama, it ain't much, but it's the thought that's count. You didn't think much of her then. It's not just a thought. It's putting thought in it. You use that as an excuse because you did not plan for her. It's hurtful as a parent. Ain't nobody trying to get your money. It's all about money. That's what you say. But it took money to get you here. It took money to raise you. It took money to care for you. It took money to bless you. A hospital bill to get you here. Nurseries, daycare, school activities, school events, proms, graduation, college, helping you get moved. All of those things, sick days. It costs money. So why wouldn't it cost money for her? Give her something that she loves. Don't go in the attic and don't want any more items out of your house. What does she like? Give her something she like. And don't just take her pots and pans for her to cook for you. I know I'm talking good. Some of you won't even lift a finger, and you go to your mother's house. You won't lift a finger, and you see her struggling, see her working. It don't mean nothing to you. Go help her plant flowers, cut the lawn, clean out the garage, clean up her bedroom. Buy her some candles or whatever she likes. But as long as it's not about you. And if you can stop being so selfish and stop being so hurt and full of unforgiveness and flat out hell, because that's what it is. You're full of hell. That's where the enemy come from. He'll fill you full of hell and unforgiveness and bitterness and all these things. And you hate what birthed you. God is not pleased. Treat your mama right. Now, I'm going to say this and I'm going. Grief is the most painful feeling you can ever have. If you ever watch that movie, Imitation of Life, it would devastate you. And if you ever experience the death of your mama, it will almost take you out. This is my second year without my mother. Well, really 1 year anniversary. It's not the second year, 1 year. The first Mother's Day was just a few months after. When I tell you, I would trade anything to have one more day, one more hour with my mother. If she ever closed her eyes and you didn't apologize, if she ever closed her eyes and leave you here, you talk about something dying, it's like you're the walking dead. That's the only way for me to describe it. It's like my heart was leaking blood everywhere I stepped. It was one of the most, as many funerals I've preached and many families I've sat with, nothing could have ever prepared me for the death of my mother, who died on my shoulder. I don't want to get emotional. I'm trying my best not to. But it's the most painful thing you'll ever experience. I walk through it every day. It's not any days that I don't think about her. It's not many times I don't wish that I could do something else for her, even in the grave. Grief is painful. But I believe that regret is more painful. I don't have any. I don't. Mine is flat out grief. But for those of you who let your mama die and you live with regret, I'm not sure how long it'll take you to get over it. I'm not saying you can't. And some of you have lost your mother through, and you regret how you treated her. You're going to have to ask God to help you to overcome it, and you can. And I'm sorry that happened to you. And I'm sorry you couldn't make it right. But it's not too late for you to do that. But I know the grief and regret combined. If I'm dealing with grief and I have no regret because I took excellent care of my mother, and I don't have anything to prove and I don't have a lot to tell. But when I tell you I took care of her, no hidden agenda. It was my pleasure and my obligation to take care of my mom. But please don't let her close her eyes without you getting this right. Don't miss another Mother's Day. Your mother has never been without you. But if she leave here, you'll be without her. It's a feeling of being lost, confused, jaded, troubled, baffling. You're grappling for strength. And you have days of ambushment when you just break out in depression. The longing, the distances is painful. You go through anger, you go through rejection, you go through at least 5 stages of grief. I have that in my book, Martha, and I hope that you would get it. Not just trying to make a sale. I'm saying to you, I walked my pain through, and I'm paying my pain forward. And I know it will bless you. But the bargaining and finally acceptance, and you have to keep accepting. It's not a one-time thing. But what I'm trying to tell you is, do not let your mama close her eyes and you still feel how you feel about her. Don't mistreat your mother. I really believe, and I'm going to close with this, that your mother, there's a blessing that comes on you when you love, value, and appreciate your mother just the way she is. Pastor, I can't get along with my mother. Yes, you can. If you understand that your mother is not your equal, your mother is not your level, and your mama is doing the best she can. Yes, you can. How do I know? Because I've had to do it. I promise you I have. But it was worth it. And I'm telling you, if you ever let her close her eyes without you, it's going to take a while. That can send you somewhere. I'm telling you that right now. Love, value, and appreciate your mom while you can. While you can. While you can. Change your attitude towards your mama. Stop talking back to your mother. Even if she's wrong, you say yes, ma'am, and you go on. My mother was wrong about a lot of stuff, but she wasn't wrong about everything. And the more I live, the more I see that she was not. Because a good mother and a real mother is not going to tell you anything wrong. She's going to tell you what's right. She's going to tell you the truth when nobody else will. But if you love, value, and appreciate her and honor her, God is going to bless you. Certain things God has done for me because I believe because of how I treated my mother. I believe because of how I honored my mom. I really believe how I stuck with my mama. When it was inconvenient, I stuck with her. So I have no regrets. And I want you to live forward without any regrets. I want you to live healed. I want you to forgive her. Even if you hadn't had any connection with her, don't even know where she is. Forgive her and even love her right where she is. Because I can almost guarantee you, there is a story behind her parenting. I guarantee you. If she dropped you off and left you, something broke there. I promise you that. And I want to tell you this, whatever you did not get from her, you don't have to have it to live. If you did, you would not be alive. You would be dead. Love is where you find it. And sometimes it's through other vessels. Sometimes it's through multiple vessels. She couldn't give you everything because no person is everything. My mom is everything to me. No, she's not. That doesn't exist. Maybe they have some strengths that they live on and learn how to work through, and the weaknesses they were able to overcome and forgive. And if you're going to survive, you're going to do the same thing. Am I talking good? Listen, that's what I want to tell you. And I want to also pray for you, and I want to pray for mothers who have lost their children, the children in jail or whatever. This might not be a good Mother's Day season for you, but I want you to know that the strength of the Lord is going to get you through it. God's grace is sufficient for you. You might say, well, I don't feel like having a Mother's Day. It's not a good season for me, Pastor. Find a way to do it anyway. God left you here for a reason. He has blessed you to and has sustained you through all that you've gone through. Maybe your kid is locked up. Maybe you lost your child. Maybe you couldn't have any. I don't know your story. But what I do know is that God will get glory out of your story. Well, blessings to you. I hope this blessed you. Please like, share, and tag it with someone else. I think it's just that important. God bless you. Put those alerts on, and please follow me on all my social outlets, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Please follow my Dr. Tanda Canyon pages and Dr. Tanda Canyon 1 on YouTube. Blessings to you. Thank you so much, and have a blessed and happy Mother's Day. And those of you who have lost your mom, I'm so sorry for that, but you'll get through it by the grace of God. And those of you who have lost your children, you will also get through it by the grace of God. Until the next time, I'll see you soon.